Okay, Mike. So the next part of Unit 374 using the internet is learning outcome 1.3. It says analyze the issues affecting different users. Now, rather than analyzing, I'm going to give you some scenarios where I want you to show me how you would help these particular users. So we'll have a discussion now, but you are going to need to add to it. So the first scenario is I've your customer is my mum. She's 82 years old. She's never used a computer, and she suddenly decided she wants to get onto the internet. Okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is put together 4 or 5 screenshots, which we're going to talk through now, to create a small guide of how to get my mum onto the internet. So let's talk it through. What would be your first screenshot, do you think?
So this is with the computer already turned on and she's on the
Yes,
desktop.
that's fine. Yes, she sat next to
Okay.
you and you're ready to go.
So the first screenshot would be to drag them to use the bottom left mouse button. Bottom
Okay.
left mouse button, the start button, I mean.
Yeah, yep,
So it'd be explaining her to click the start button
yep.
and then to navigate to the Internet Explorer button.
Okay, good. If she was to say, well, what's Internet Explorer, what would you say?
What would I say? She asked what Internet Explorer is. It's the World Wide Web.
Keep it
I don't know,
simple.
actually.
Keep it simple.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Okay, you're
What's
overthinking
internet?
it. Why do we click on IE? Where does it take us?
To the internet and
There you go then.
okay.
It's as
Yeah,
simple
that's
as that,
fine.
isn't it? If you think about it, does she need to know any more than that?
Okay.
Yeah, so
No,
if
yeah.
yeah, do you see what
Okay.
I'm saying? She
Yeah.
doesn't need to know. You can just say it's what we use to get to the internet.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on the internet. What do we think the first screen comes up normally for most people?
Google.
Good. Okay, so she's now going to say, what's Google? What are you going to say?
It's a website that allows you to search whatever's on your mind. It lets you.
Absolutely perfect. Good. So that would be your second screenshot. What would be your third screenshot?
What would you want to navigate to? Like, you can use Google to search what she would like to visit.
Okay, so let's say she wants to visit hotels in Brighton, for example. So what would be your next screenshot?
To click the middle box in Google, the search box, and to type in the hotels, and to click the Google search button.
Good. Okay, so that would be your third screenshot. What's your fourth screenshot?
Showing her the list, showing her the list of answers that Google's provided.
Brilliant. And what would be your fifth screenshot?
Depending on what one she would like to click on, to highlight it and click on the hyperlink taking you to the page.
Good, excellent. And when we get there, what would one expect to see? Let's say we've picked on the Grand in Brighton. What would we expect to see when we click on there?
That website to open up and to have that website to open up basically.
Good, excellent. Okay, so what you need to do is exactly what you've just said to me. Okay, so you need to just walk through those screenshots. Okay, so this is a separate document. You walk through the screenshots, annotate it, do exactly what you've just said to me, and that will suffice for that learning or part of the learning outcome. Okay, the next part is about making sure she knows how to stay safe on the internet. So let me just show you my screen. She says, can you see my screen? You can, can't you?
Um,
Can you see my screen at the moment? My desktop?
no. Yeah, I can.
Yes, you can. It's just you and me on it. Right, so
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, it's not very exciting. Can you see this little cogwheel up in the far right-hand corner? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
all right.
you've
I'll
got
make it quickly.
safety.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got the safety menu. So what I need you to do is, again, just go through the safety options. So most of them are for safety, but what do you think the key ones are that you should tell a new user?
Is there a pop-up one on there? Let me use
No,
it on mine.
just read the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can't really see it, so I'm gonna get it up on mine.
Oh, bring it up.
Safety.
Okay, that's fine.
The most important ones.
Hmm.
report. I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never
go
used
on,
this.
go on.
Is it the report unsafe website? Is
Well,
that the
that's
one?
one of them. Yes. What
Right.
else?
If it's not unsafe, you do that. Check the website.
Yeah. Okay. What
The one
else?
is a turn off smart screen filter.
Yes.
You don't
So
want to you don't want to
you don't want to do that,
what's
do
it?
you?
Yeah. No.
Okay. What about in private browsing? Do you know what that
Is
is?
that where you have a tab and it doesn't save, like, it doesn't add to your web browsing history?
Exactly. So what I want you to do is do a screenshot of what we're looking at right now and then just go through. Now, deleting browsing history, we advise people to do that, but it's not so much safety anymore because in private browsing would stop it saving the
Yeah.
browsing history, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
I want you to take me through and show me in private browsing. So just for example, if I click on it, it's going to bring me another screen up. So that's what I expect to see, okay? And then annotate it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so do that for, let me just go back through. So safety, in private browsing, do it for turning on the smart screen filter and reporting unsafe websites. Those are the key three I want you to do.
Okay.
Okay? Then the next part that relates to 1.3 is talking about users who may have a disability. So if we look at the tool option, what can you see on there that might help somebody with a disability, and what's the disability?
Um, what one is it? What one is it you on?
I'm on safety still.
Disability. I can't see any.
Doesn't say disability, but I'm saying what is on there that will
Zoom.
help. Yes, exactly.
It's hard to see.
That's all right. Oh, well, there you are then.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so you need to show me again using Zoom and not using Zoom, and then explain to me who would use it. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what is on a Windows 7 and 8 machine that you could set up so maybe if somebody can't type because they've got a disability of one of their hands, do you know where we need to go on Windows 7?
I don't actually. Is there any kind of voice recognition thing?
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll take you there, but you're going to need.
Is it through the control panel?
It is Control Panel, and it is this one here, Ease of Access Center.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I want you to take a look at this, explain what it's for, and then give me an example. So what the one I was just mentioning is this one, Start on Screen Keyboard.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say somebody's broken their arm or something. So it doesn't have to be a permanent disability. It's just that they can't use the computer like we would. So this one's great because they can just use the keyboard, yeah, on screen, tap the letters. They don't need to use their two hands to actually type.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. Now the final one is very apt for you because of what you said about the fact that the screen, you are basically more or less blocked from every website you can possibly think of because you go through the NHS. Now, have you any idea of the type of server or the name of server that they might be using to do that blocking?
Not sure really.
Okay, how about if you went back to school or college and it's something that students started trying to get around?
Oh, the proxy.
Yes, there you go.
I think I do know the proxy name actually.
Okay, so what I need you to do is, again, research what does a proxy server do, and in particular, and you can actually look at wiki on this one, particular tell me about content filtering and what relevance it has. And I mean, yours is perfect because of the very fact that you actually know that you're being blocked and you can't really go anywhere. Okay?
Yeah.